the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Colorado Buffaloes, Boulder, Colorado. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes the grab. It's Price. At the 45 on his way. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Grabbed behind the line, it's Price. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The run from the shotgun. Got enough for the first. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
And the Buffaloes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Gets it out quickly. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
They'll run play action. Fires to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on 2nd down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
And the Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bucks! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The The give to the back. Gets it past the marker. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. There's an idea that Clemson can only run the ball when they sort of trick you and get you in space, but they're showing a lot of versatility now.
Yeah, I think the word you were looking for was finesse. They've been a finesse offense.
He's got it down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got the tight end. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. The Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Lewis to throw. Quick completion on the out. Across the 25, he's got room. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
We're off to a fast start here. Offenses are humming as we're in the final minute of the 1st quarter. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Buys a little time. Out of bounds right at the 10-yard line as they are threatening to score.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Looking for space. It's Price. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
All right, let's get it.
How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And the Buffaloes will try to convert on fourth down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1 yard line.
A lot of guys on defense playing really well with their eyes right now. They were not fooled by that jet sweep.
Trying to power it in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buffaloes! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy time and time again trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
Pulls it in. It's Moore. There he goes. Still on his feet. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a
Go back and you revisit these games. Who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Floating away. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fired in from the
self open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Colorado.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lewis wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy
Turning it on! And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch.
Fires one high and deep. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. So now it's second and long.
Single. White 20
They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Rolls it in. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Price. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set. First down. The snap sets up the throw. That's reeled in. It's Price. Gets away from one. Finds some space. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short.
Black 33, Mouse choice. 33, Mouse blue, 85.
Trying to run. It's Price. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Well, it's a really nice job of the offense mixing it up on this drive. We've seen some nice plays throwing it. How about that one, running it too? Great push up front.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of a shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Really nowhere for the quarterback to go that time. I like the idea of letting him try to run with it, but no opportunity to get up the field, so he just kept trying to use his speed going sideways. Defense took everything away, and a good decision by him to save a hit and just get out of bounds.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Quarterback making adjustments. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. It's picked off, and that's number 10. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And I love this defense being ready at the end of the half, playing the 2-minute situation beautifully, forcing the turnover here now, a chance to break this tie, get some points. Nice execution by this defense late in the first half.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Lewis to throw. Quickly complete. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. They'll immediately call timeout. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design, it's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly, get it to them, let them break tackles, let them make plays, easy decision.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Buffaloes will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down.
Well, he's making it look easy out there snagging that pass. Sammy Watkins, Mike Williams, T. Higgins. Great Clemson receivers in recent years. These guys just got open. They found a way with their speed and their route running ability. It's a lot of what this guy does here, too. He makes it easy on his quarterback.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Just feeds the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Got him downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
By the receiver.
Well, this guy already has a touchdown. He almost had his second right there. You saw how good he is after he has the ball in his hands. Great job by the quarterback. A, finding him, B, getting it to him quickly, and then his speed and his God-given ability does the rest. He's got his offense in great field position.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. After a drive this long, a field goal will be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun to give, looking for room. Touchdown, Clemson! And that one will give them the lead.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Washington had an impressive showing at home, and to do it with some of the legends of the past there. Mark Brunell, Napoleon Kaufman, and Lincoln Kennedy. What a special victory. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This Big Ten battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
And Kevin Connor, he's going to let one fly down the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
The Buffaloes in the hurry up. Lewis wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
The #1 goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him. Try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job getting there.
Touchdown, Tigers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Lewis to throw. Unloads it left. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And that's how pressure on a quarterback can affect the passing game. They were able to get after him on that play, and as a result, the QB made a bad decision, forcing that football into double coverage.
Throwing on the run. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Buys a little time with his feet. Slings it downfield. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
Man, momentum is a real thing in college football, and you're seeing it shift here in the third quarter. The defense just forced a 3-and-out. Their offense scored a touchdown the last time out. We've got a close game, but all of the momentum is squarely now on their side.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
They'll leave it with him. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson! Fitted in the window for the score. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1. This dude is putting on a show, taking up residence in the end zone by the air and by the ground, in keeping with what Clemson looks for in a quarterback.
Man, this is unbelievable. I mean, you've seen so many great guys run through, and Clemson majors in quarterbacks that can throw, can run, and really be dynamic, and this guy is having himself a day.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Off play action. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They go to the ground. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Leaves it with the back. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Buffaloes are in the hurry up.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now here comes the tempo.
Moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Colorado.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. How about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up fourth down.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was third down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up fourth.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting him a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. Wants to adjust the pattern. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He'll take another shot here. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And the sense of urgency has got to go up now for the defense, right? You just failed on fourth down. You're trailing just under 3 minutes to go. What can the defense do? Can you create a turnover? Can you at least get a quick 3 and out to give yourselves a chance to win?
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
The defense, obviously, at this point is trailing. They need to get the football back. They're expecting run. They know the offense is going to try and bleed the clock, so you got to be good at the point of attack. They were right there. They gave up nothing on that run.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The give and tick, 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 tick. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is